Hey guys, welcome. Stocks with Jose. I'm your host, Jose Najarro. Everybody had a great weekend. Um, gonna have a short trading week this week. We have 4 days. Today the market was closed. So for all those tuning in for the first time, this is just a live stream. It's usually about an hour long. Sometimes we go up to 2 hours. We discuss technical analysis and if you have questions on fundamental analysis, we also take anything. So feel free to post any questions on the chats. So let's just start off. We usually start off the day by looking at the futures. Um, so Finviz is the website I use for this. Let's just refresh and see what we see, and let's see if we have any good trades for tomorrow. So right now, futures are looking. Sorry guys, fiance's texting me. So the future are looking good. They're not that good. They were a lot better earlier today when I took a look at them. Dow's up 6 points, which is barely 0.02%. S&P 500 it's up 1.25, which is barely 1%. Which is 0.05%. Nasdaq is up 15 points. Russell's in the red. Crude oil took a big hit earlier today. It was in the 66, low 66. This is definitely taking a pullback, and then gold as well is down 0.3%. So at the moment, the market looks pretty flatline minus the crude oil, which has and gasoline, heating oil. They're pretty red right now. Dow, S&P 500, and Nasdaq are on the flat, not even green. They're more like just flat black. So that's that. So there were a few stocks I was looking at the end of the week. So let's see if we can pull some of them up. Disney's not one of them. So let's start off looking at SPY, PY, going to the daily chart. And like always, if you guys want to take a look at anything specific, just feel free to let me know in chat and we can look at. So SPY still trading within this trend. Right here, this channel right here from 270 to 274.25. It's been trading throughout here the past few days. Almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So almost 2 weeks, right? I mean over two trading weeks. It has been trading in this channel right here. So at the moment, the market seems to be pretty indecisive. So once we break out of this whichever channel, I feel like we'll have a better direction of where the market is going. But at the moment, the market still doesn't even know where it wants to go. So like at the moment, I have a lot of cash reserve in my account. Waiting for, just because I'm a swing trader, a lot of my swings depend on how the market is behaving. And if the market is not behaving a specific way, or if I can't tell the route it's going, I'd rather not risk it and just wait it out. This doesn't mean I'm not trading. I'm still in certain positions, but I'm not in full positions, or I'm not using my full cash amount. So at the moment, I think over 50% of my cash is sitting in cash right now. Let me just take a look real quick at, had a list earlier today. Look at what stocks I was. All right. So these are the ones I'm gonna keep an eye on. Let's start off with AMC, movie. So AMC, if we look at it in the yearly chart, it's been a downtrend. It was in a downtrend. It's been going, been dropping down for a long time. It seems to finally have hit the floor, and it seems like a nice reversal is happening. Um, so each gap up, we're seeing a higher low, and we are creating this form of wedge right now. So right in here, um, I'm expecting it to jump out of here and bounce back up. Again, we've also seen this 17.8 as our ceiling at the moment, but there's also moments where we see somewhere around this price range as some form of ceiling. So we'll definitely keep an eye on both points. Um, if we get a breakout from here to here, right? So I would personally rather wait for that reversal over this previous ceiling, and just ride this up from here to up here, because we can see, if it breaks out of that ceiling right here, it usually rides the wave up, and that wave up will be a 12.32% gain. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm missing out on some gains by waiting for the reversal, but I'd rather wait for that full reversal and ride that wave up. And no, we have some big blockbusters coming up, so hopefully that might influence traders to trade this stock. This is definitely a stock I'm willing to trade once I see that reversal trend happening. If anybody has any questions on AMC, feel free to post it on the chat, and we can definitely take a look at it. But my so AMC is definitely a red flag for right now, something to keep an eye on. The next on my watch list is AMD. So AMD has been killing it these past few weeks. I think it's done over 40% in the past month or so. So right now we're definitely sitting at a very critical pivot point. Um, on January 1st, we hit a high of about 13.87. We're pretty close to that high right now. So I rather at the moment I'm not anticipating a sell off, but I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out on this level right now, just because this ceiling is gonna be pretty hard one to break. So if we see a reversal, I'll definitely ride that reversal up. One way to spot a reversal for me is going to be watching the CCI. So if the CCI drops below, especially after bouncing off this, gonna most likely try to ride the wave down. But we can see when the CCI has dropped below this level, a sell off is almost guaranteed. So at the moment, I'm going to keep an eye on this ceiling, and I'm also going to keep an eye out on this indicator, the CCI. If I see it drop down to below these levels, I'm going to probably pick up some puts or some other option spreads, maybe short the stock. Whichever way, I'm going to try to run the that reversal. If it does break out, I think if it does break out of 13.87, the next point is 14.42, and for me that's only about let's see, it looked like not even a 5% gain. So it would be about 3.2% gain. That to me does not I would not want to risk. That's not a great risk reward ratio, right? Because you have this whole risk of about 10% at least between the next pivot point compared to a 3% gain. So for me that would not be a good risk to reward ratio. So with AMD, I'm definitely keeping an eye on for at this points to see if we hit the ceiling and bounce down. So that's currently on AMD. Definitely gonna watch it tomorrow. Next is BBY, Best Buy. Earnings last week. They've taken a they've taken a big beating. So this is important, right? It was right before earnings. It was riding its wave up to the ceiling of a previous channel, which is around 78.85 between 79. So it was trading within this channel. You can see it was perfectly bouncing off. Once we saw this channel, we should have. I personally, if it was not earnings, I would have tried to buy puts and ride the wave down. But just because earnings can be such a huge pivot point, I decided not to do anything and just wait it out. So there's it's definitely if you're trading within the channel and earnings are coming up, I turn to come out of the trade just because of the possibility that great earnings can happen or really bad earnings that will drop you out of the channel. And to me, it's not worth the risk with the type of trading I do. So we had this big sell off. Um, I was anticipating a form of reversal in this doji candle that we had Thursday. So it was a nice doji candle we had here. When you see a candle like this, it's always good to wait for the second candle to confirm the reversal. I I I did not wait for the reversal, but I anticipated um a bullish return after seeing this candle. But I at the same time I understood that I should have waited for the second candle. So I entered this position on Thursday with just a quarter of my normal position, and I increased my stop loss to 2% opposed to 3% stop loss on my normal trades. So by anticipating this trade and not waiting for a reversal, I mitigated my risk by not going full position, and at the same time, I did not put my full 3% stop loss. At the end of the day, good thing I did that because it's still continuing to sell off, and this is why it's important to wait for reversals because you have a nice red candle following it. So I'm still anticipating more of a sell off. Um, well, at least for now, right? I guess tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, we can see how the trend continues. But if we look at the CCI, it's been at sell-off levels that we haven't seen in a long time. Last time we saw it was um, August 29th, and before that, it does not in 2016. So it's definitely been some at some levels that we haven't seen. This is pretty oversold in both the CCI and the RSI. So once that reversal happens, I'm planning to go in with a really good position and try to ride that wave up. So BPY is definitely also on my to watch list. Let's just put a red flag. I'm putting a red flag because the way TradingView works, this website, I can just look at flags list. Tomorrow, instead of watching my whole watch list, I'm just watching at the ones that I deem some form of importance. So then we have Gush. Gush is a 3 times ETF, so I definitely recommend caution when trading these. So caution, we had oil had a big sell off um, these past few days. Uh, uh, for me, look, this is why the CCI is such a great indicator. We had the sell off mark right here, so we would have been this candle. Even if we would have sold off in this candle after the confirmation, you still would have saved yourself from 40 something dollars, $41 to where it's at right now, 35.59, which is a nice 10% loss, maybe a little more, probably around 12. Um, so that's why the CCI is pretty great indicator for me to anticipate sell-offs. Another one is the 9 moving average. If the 9 moving average cuts between that the candle, I tend to sell off. So at the moment we had this big drop. I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on. But at the moment I see no, like, especially with 3 times ETFs, I really want to see a reversal just because this can go south real bad. So my next support at this, I want to say, will probably be around here, 30.43, and after that, it would definitely be around these levels, the 200 moving average, and which is 24, and it can go as low as 19.28. So this is definitely something I want to consider trading, but at the moment it's still way too risky to even anticipate trading. Um, so I'll wait it off for a bit until we can confirm some form of reversal. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, always feel free to post on the chat and we can take a look, or I can go into further further explanation on it. Um, then after that we have HPE. So HPE is had a big sell off after earnings. So last week was also, it was still pretty much earnings weeks for a lot of big companies. So it was trading within this gap of a gap it was trading between this channel that used to be a gap right here. So you see it trading perfectly here. After earnings, it had this big sell off. And it's been trading the past 2 days. It's been trading. It's been consolidating around this price range between 15.82 and 15.44. So right now, I'm not gonna trade this at the moment. I'd rather wait for a confirmation on either direction. If we see, I have an alert right now if it breaks over the 15.82 line. And then if we break out of the 15.82 line, we can take a nice, the next resistance or support I see resistance is at 5.13, sorry, at 16.68, which is a nice 5%. So to me, that's definitely worth the risk, because when we look at the let's say I put a stop loss at 15.45, that's not even a 2.5%, um not even a 2.5% loss. So that's a nice two to, at least 2-to-1 ratio. So HPE again, waiting for reversal, um waiting for reversal to wait, to ride that wave up. Again, a lot of these companies, main reason I'm waiting for that market to make a decision, because right at such a pivotal point right here, if the market starts to drop down, we can break out of this channel and go to unknown territory. That's why the first stock I always take a look at is SPY. And if SPY was a little bullish, maybe I could anticipate this breaking out of this into the positive term and enter. But since SPY is at such a pivotal point right now that it can go bearish or bullish any direction, when we look at channels this close to break point, I'd rather wait it out and definitely confirm a reversal of some sort before going in. So at the moment, I have my alert at the 15.82. I'm waiting for that amount. Let's take a look at HPE. So that was HPE. They used to be also part of HPQ, which is just the HP company. So they have earnings this week. Um, so if they had to, this is the first time I'm looking at HPQ for some time. But look, I've had this trend line right here that's been pretty much the same as the 200 moving average. So there's no need to have this support line at the moment, just because it seems like the 200 moving average has definitely been a strong support. As we can see at the moment, we are sitting on it. So if things go good, we can oh yeah. Excuse me. So if things go good, we can definitely have a nice bullish uptrend. But at the moment, the previous highs were at the 23 point. So I mean, I like to see this, right? We have a nice um, hammer candle, which usually show, we have two nice hammer candles, which are usually signs of reversal in the bottom trend. I'm happy to see this at while touching the 200 moving average. That's definitely a good thing to see. I still want to see at least one more candle finish above, a little higher, or get above this point of 21.98. So Friday's candle definitely broke it by a little bit, but not by much. So I'd rather see a maybe around 22.10. That to me would definitely confirm some form of reversal. The only thing is earnings are coming this week, so that's definitely something to keep an eye on. Next we have um JD. So this is a Chinese company. So definitely again, with Chinese companies, you just need to be more um need to be a little bit. Oh, sorry. Need to be a little caution again with trading overseas companies. So at the moment we have JD, and if we look at the yearly chart, it's been trading within this channel right here of 35 and 37 in the past few days. One thing I did take a note of earlier today while I was looking at this stock is that this channel is actually a gap up from a gap up from 2017 of actually about a year ago, so May 4th of 2015. So it had this gap, and that's exactly where it's trading. So at the moment, like similar to the other stocks, I'd rather wait for some form of reversal, just because to me the risk and reward ratio to trading within this channel is none not it's not a great reward risk to reward ratio. So at the moment, I'd rather wait it out and see how it goes. So that's JD. JD, I'll definitely keep an eye on. Put thing on that. After JD, we have JNUG. Again, another three times EF. This three times EF follows the is bullish for the junior gold miners. If we look at it, it's been trading. Oh, excuse me. It's been trading within these levels. So I actually ended up trading the last few days, which was from 14 to about 14.8. I ended up selling, which really good gains for me this last week. It was a few $100 gains. That's I would like to see that again this week. I'd rather wait for a reversal just because we have futures are red tomorrow for gold. So at the moment, this might drop down even lower, but it's definitely someone to keep an eye on, just because that nice reward ratio be really good. But at the same time, as always wait for that reversal. No point in jumping and catching a falling knife. That's how you end up losing profits. Take a look at anything else. MU. So MU is pretty similar to AMD, if I can remember. Yep, we're hitting highs, but the same. This is all-time highs for MU, so it's a stronger point. Well, maybe not all-time high, but all-time high in recent times. So we're definitely at this pivot point right now. If I'd rather keep an eye on the CCI and see some form of reversal on here, or just if it's gonna break out of it. For some reason, I believe it might break out of it just because MU is is killing it right now. But MU, right? Just I'd rather wait for that break over 62-ish, or even 63-ish. See it ride the wave up. So give me 1 second, guys. Let me just take a quick look at some text messages. Sorry about that. So after JMU, we have Pandora. I think I was also gonna look at. Gotta look at here at P. So Pandora here at the moment we broke out of this channel right here, which was a strong resistance. We broke out of this level at the moment. But over here we can be trading with this channel. So I want to watch how this behaves. I want to see what channel Pandora is trading on. Is it going to be this channel right here or this channel? So Pandora at the moment, again, something to keep a watch on, but nothing to keep a watch on to the red channel. After that, we have Target. So Target, very similar, um, very similar to Best Buy. Selling retail had a big sell off during earnings. So we see these candles right here. At the moment, if they don't tell us anything, these are candles that show um no true indication of buyer or seller. So a candle like this would tell me, oh, excuse me, but a candle like this would tell me sellers are winning, but a candle like this would tell me buyers are winning. A candle like this would tell me buyers win. So at the moment, again, just like everything else, seems since the market is still pretty flatline within those levels, everything seems to be um pretty on point with them. Sorry about that, guys. My shoulder is killing me. Um, so after Target, we have Tesla. So Tesla, very similar again to every other stock we're looking at today. Just because the only stocks I take a look at right now are ones that we need to keep an eye on because we can and see a reversal happening. So at the moment, Tesla is sitting at this 275 point. Um, Once that reversal happens out of here, we can ride a wave up, or if it breaks down, we'll ride that wave down. So this is definitely Tesla is very at the moment it's just been pretty quiet around this area. So just time I'm just keep an eye on it. One thing I'm kind of happy is the 9 moving average is finally pretty close to the bars. It's no longer this far up. It's not too overextended as many other traders say. Um, this is definitely a good thing to keep an eye on. So Tesla, at the moment, just again keep an eye on Tesla. After Tesla, we have Exxon. I think that's Exxon. Yep. So Exxon, this was just something else someone else asked. But at the moment, Exxon's trading within this channel of 78 that has been trading within the past 2 months. It's this nice uptrend channel. Right now we're at the bottom of the channel, so let's see how it behaves. The sell-off continues, or if we're gonna ride this wave up. So like I said, most of the candles, they still, just because they hit the bottom of the channel does not mean to enter. We want to wait for that reversal, right? Because if we see a reversal, it means it confirms that we can ride the wave up. But if we don't, we buy here. It can actually be trading within this channel now. So there's no, it would just take a big loss. So XO. Oh, excuse me about that, guys. So Exxon, will add that to the list. And the last, that's actually all the ones I have list. So if anybody wants to message me or or take a look at a specific stock, feel free to just post it on chat. Let's just take out futures again. All right, so futures looking pretty still pretty flat line. Nothing. It's actually I think S&P 500 point what's it called, Dow went down a few points. Nasdaq is no longer. Gold is still, it's half a percent down. Crude oil is still about 60. So at the moment, at the moment, there's not much not many not much has started to. So definitely on Monday, on tomorrow morning, I'm gonna take a look at the futures. and determine if there's a true direction of where the market's heading tomorrow. If not, it can probably just jump within those days that channel we have been following the past 14, 12 days, so over 2 weeks, right? So over 2 weeks, it has been trading within this channel right here of 270, 70. Oh. All right, guys. If anything, done for the day. Actually, it was pretty slow day today. Guess everybody's getting ready for work tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this video. I think this is a really great video to start off the week. Gives us something to take a look at for tomorrow. So everybody have a good night. Make sure to sign up for all my channels real quick. Pretty active in everything. If you guys ever have a question, feel free to. Thank you again, guys.